Hello everyone, welcome to another short video, and in this one we'll have a look at something called radius to fix. I've started to get more and more questions about this topic during my live streams, and so I thought I'll make a short video about it, explain what this feature is all about and where you will come across this. So radius to fix is part of a RNAV or RNP procedure, either on departure or arrival. And here you can see, for example, a radius to fix on departure. And not the complete departure per se is a radius to fix. Usually one or two sectors are found to be based on this. And you can see here between Delta Fox 995 and Delta Fox 994 in Frankfurt, there is a RF segment. You will also find a notice in the text somewhere where it will say RF required. So radius to fix function of the aircraft or FMS is required. So you can imagine an RF, so radius to fix segment, part of a circle which has a center point somewhere and a certain radius. So as mentioned before, you can find these on a departure chart and of course on a arrival chart. Here you can see a RNP approach, RNP Yankee runway 10 in Horta. And again, you have a radius to fix segment. Also in the text, you will find a comment saying that radius to fix RF is required. So what do you need in order to fly these segments or these approaches? Well, in reality, you would need two things. The first one is an airworthiness certification. So the aircraft would have to be certified to be able to fly RF segments. And that is usually based upon the FMS system. And the second thing is a operational approval, i.e. documentation, training, etc., so that the pilots know how to fly these approaches. However, in our simulator world, of course, things are different. And interestingly enough, there are a lot of aircraft that have an FMS so realistic that they're able to fly these RF approaches or departures. And I'll show you two aircraft that have it. One is the Phoenix A320. The other one is the fly-by-wire mod A320 NX. And then the third one that I'm going to show, which doesn't have it, is the PMDG 737. Good thing is, here in the PMDG 737, I can actually show you and demonstrate you what happens if you don't have the RF function in the FMS. So let's start with the Phoenix A320. You can see the approach is loaded, and there you have that wonderful arc displayed. And it is vital that the aircraft is able to follow that arc exactly. And the reason behind that is the path left and right of center line, which has a protected area function. So if the aircraft starts deviating too far outside of that programmed path, potentially you could then bust obstacle clearances or even worse, fly into obstacles. Not necessarily here at Horta, however, trust me, there are approaches with radius to fix functions which are in mountainous areas, and there again you can run into potential problems when deviating from that programmed path. Now, the aircraft able to fly RF segments will fly it using a variable bank angle, but it will continuously have a certain bank angle to stay on that programmed path. So it will take into account the true airspeed, the wind situation, etc., and then make sure it remains on path. You can see here the Phoenix does that very nicely, no problems whatsoever. There's no shortcuts, and the aircraft stays on the programmed path. Let's now hop into the fly-by-wire mod. And again, same approach is loaded into the FMS. No surprise, it's actually showing the arc of that radius to fix leg perfect. And I can already tell you that it is flying it also extremely well with a continuous bank angle, which it varies, depends on the wind situation and the true airspeed situation. But again, it will stay on that programmed path. And since it's a free mod, I have to say hats off, that's really well programmed. So let's now hop into the PMDG 737. Again, same approach, RNP Yankee, runway 10. However, now what we see is that the FMS programs some strange radius to fix waypoints in there, so that the aircraft doesn't completely shortcut between those 3 waypoints. The problem is, however, from Hotel Romeo 434 to Hotel Romeo 408, it is actually a direct line. And we'll see the consequences now, where the aircraft is flying straight between those 2 waypoints. So it's not following the arc anymore, but shortcutting. And if we were in mountainous areas, we would be outside of that protected area and could potentially run into issues. It's a shame that PMDG still haven't been able to fix this and implement RF capability as they've promised for many years now. And interesting enough, just a couple of days ago there was a discussion on the PMDG forums about this, because apparently the upcoming 777 will also not have RF capability when it releases, and that caused a little bit of a stir on the forums. And for me personally, I don't see why they can't implement it. I mean, if a freeware mod has it, I mean, please, come on. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you very soon again in the next video. Until then, happy landings.